So this is such an interesting take on Bruce Wayne because we get to see his personal life and he's this caring, very neurotic father. What did you like most about this very different, look at the character?
Yeah, I mean, it's just what you mentioned, just kind of we've all seen kind of the gravelly voiced kind of dark dystopian take on Bruce Wayne, which is really fun and cool to watch. So, just as soon as I saw that the title of this was Merry Little Batman, and I read the script, which was kind of so funny, and getting an idea of kind of who the target audience was, you know younger kids and families and parents. That kind of is what informed my kind of take on it.
And you also get to voice Bat Dad, which is like the little computer on Damien's suit, which is so fun. Was that mostly digitally altered? Did you do like a bit of a robot voice? How did the recording go for that?
Yeah, I mean, as I remember, I kind of tried to alter my voice because when I did the voice of the normal voice for Bruce Wayne, I was really just kind of trying to have it be like, a dad's voice, trying to like, keep his child entertained and to have a sense of fun. So when we did the computer voice, I, tried to change my voice a little, and then I believe they put some kind of little effect on it.
And I was curious because Damien, is established in the comics, but we don't see him a ton in different mediums. How familiar were you with the that Batman had a son? Because a lot of people don't know him.
I I did not know that, Tyler. I was as shocked as you were to find out that Batman had a son named Damien. Um, but no, I didn't know that. And that's one of those things where, yeah, I'm sure there's a whole backstory, but it's always interesting, these different iterations of the comic books and different writers and different illustrators, and when they introduce different takes on it and change the kind of the history of Batman. So I don't know when Damien was introduced, but I'm sure it would have been in the actual hard copy of the comic book at some point.
And then my last question for you, Bottle Rocket's one of my favorite movies, and it's just incredible to see all the careers that launched. How do you kind of look back upon that?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I had to go to an event a couple of nights ago, and I looked across the room and there was James L. Brooks. And I mean, that's the guy who produced Bottle Rocket and gave us our start. But I mean, it kind of like threw me off seeing him, here I am, almost 30 years later. And there was the guy that kind of gave us our start, and went over and said, hello to him, was kind of talking with him. But yeah, it's pretty unbelievable how that all kind of came together. And then yeah, getting me and my brothers and Wes Anderson and Bob Musgrave and other people that were already established, but that became even a like Bob Yeoman, the cinematographer, that became a important movie for him. And yeah, it's just from my perspective, you can't believe it ever got made. It was such an odd movie, and then to get made by Columbia Pictures, and yeah, it was pretty definitely a life-changing experience for me and other people.